The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Brandy.
This is the greatest economy ever.
You know, I talked about this yesterday. We've been hearing that from Payne for how long? Greatest economy ever. I pointed out yesterday, how can it be the greatest economy ever when we haven't had a GDP growth? Our economy hasn't grown 3% in 14 years. Why? Because lack of business spending, especially in the last 10 years. Why? Well, because you remember when we had the market crash in 2008, 2009, when Obama took over, remember what his deal was. It was not to create jobs. His deal was to expand the welfare state. Small businesses were the answer to his recession that he took over from Baby Bush. Remember, Baby Bush had 9/11, and as he became president, he was taking over the deficits from the .com. So between .com and 9/11, when he handed over the reins to Obama, Obama inherited a mess. Now, what Obama should have done, the answer to that mess, the answer to that recession, was to create jobs. And what grows the economy is not the big businesses, not Netflix, not IBM. They dominate the stock market, as I told you yesterday. But what dominates growth, what gives you wages, what gets you a nice home, gives you a comfortable lifestyle, is small businesses. That's where our wages come from. That's where our jobs come from. Now, manufacturing and construction is high wages. But remember where we get the manufacturing jobs and construction jobs. Not from the big companies, not from the Dow 30 companies, not from the S&P 500 companies, but from the small companies. The small companies. 70% of our jobs comes from startup. Jobs are created very quickly when you start a business. But Obama couldn't start that business because it went against everything he believed in.
Punish your success. I just want to make sure that everybody who is behind you, that they've got a chance at success too. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody.
As a Marxist, redistribution of wealth. And he had it made. If all he had to do is go and fund small businesses, and he would have had a 3% GDP. But because he didn't fund businesses, he funded welfare. In fact, what he did, he gutted, as you remember, Clinton's Welfare Act. Remember, Clinton came in and welfare dropped by 50% because Clinton said, you're not going to get welfare unless you're working. You're not going to get free housing. You're not going to get food stamps unless you can prove you're trying to better yourself. An incentive to work. Welfare dropped by 50%. 50%. And disability checks by even more. Because disability checks was one of the biggest scams ever. But instead, he came in, Obama, and gutted that whole program. Got rid of it.
I'm a warrior for the middle class.
So, from welfare going down 50%, it went up 50%. So every decision he made was to expand his welfare state, not to expand wages. So by the time President Trump took over, he had another mess. And don't forget, they've been carrying the debt over from the dot-com, the housing con. Now, Trump had to take all that debt because we never reset those. We never go in. See, that's why you want to go into a reset, into a recession, so you get rid of that debt. Sure, it's painful for about 12 months, but when you come out like a rocket ship. You come out with about 300,000 jobs a month in the very beginning. Your economy will grow. Your GDP will go to about 3.5%, 4%. Then it settles back, of course. You end up with about 200,000 jobs a month. But that's the formula. So when he took over, he says, okay, I'm going to make a new America. Make America great again. And so his deal was, I'm going to give a big tax cut. Everybody's going to get $4,000. Well, guess what? It didn't happen. He got screwed by his own Republicans because they were jealous of him. They hated him. I mean, these Republicans have been in Washington all these years, McCain and the rest of them, they always wanted to be president. Think of this guy. He rides down an escalator one day, and all of a sudden he makes in his mind, I think I'll be president. Boom, he was president. That's why they hated him. He was so jealous of him. So they screwed him. And remember, what they screwed him on was health care. He wanted to get rid of Obamacare. He wanted to repeal it. McCain killed him there. The head of the Paul Ryan screwed him every way he could. So there's Trump now trying to do the tax cut, but guess what? We didn't get the $4,000. In fact, I laugh when people say, oh, the tax cut was just for the rich. Really? Tell the rich who live in New York, California, the Hamptons, they got screwed big time by his tax cut because they couldn't deduct interest on their homes, stuff like that. They were capped. So Trump says, okay, I'm going to grow this economy. His big mistake was bring on Larry Kudlow. Larry Kudlow is going to destroy his presidency. Trump doesn't win his second election here, second round, it would be Larry who caused that.
First of all, I don't see a recession at all.
So where do we go from that? So all of a sudden we start hearing every day from the jibber jabbers that Larry controls on CNBC and Fox how we have the greatest economy ever. That's what they tell us every day. Well, that doesn't make sense because we don't have a greatest economy ever. As I told you, we don't have a 3% GDP. I mean, what a silly thing to say. So listen to this.
By most accounts, the economy's strong. Retail sales strong, unemployment at record lows, inflation not a worry.
Retail sales strong. Really? You think so? Retail sales are strong. I don't agree with that at all. So let's talk about retail sales for a moment. Retail sales are only considered strong when you purchase something from increased wages, from increased savings, from a strong dollar. That's not the case. We have a weak dollar. We have hardly any savings, and wages haven't really increased, adjusted for inflation, since the 1970s. Yes, we gotten a bigger check since the 1970s, but our purchasing power is the same in the 70s, in spite of what they tell you. Consumers are spending 40% more than their wage income.
People are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
So where are the retail sales coming from? Well, first of all, if consumers are spending 40% more than their wage income, how are they getting that money? Well, most of it's from credit cards. But the biggest portion of strong retail sales they keep talking about is autos. Autos lead the retail sales. Autos lead by subprime auto sales. Credit scores 600 or less. Our owners replaced the subprime home sales with subprime auto sales. They just took the page from the playbook from Baby Bush and said, let's just replace the homes with auto sales, both subprime. We'll give everybody an auto. More when I come back and how we can make money with this.
On this
Join
show,
my gang.
go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Philsgang Max Best 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Philsgang Max Best 1000 stock charts seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Philsgang Max Best 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time, but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Stock Corner is brought to you by CashCallMortgage.com.
And CashCallMortgage.com. Jared Douglas. It's a great company. Especially if you own a business, he'll give anybody a mortgage, but he specializes in tough mortgages, meaning that it's very difficult for small businesses to walk in a bank, no matter what your credit is. You can have an 800 credit score. Very tough as a small business, because bankers don't understand small businesses. They don't understand inventory. They don't understand any of that stuff. It's not a cookie cutter. So I experienced that myself, my wife and I, and our credit scores were over 800. Still had a difficult time because they didn't understand the business. They didn't understand my software business. They didn't understand my radio business. They didn't get it. Well, Jared's company figured this out 12 years ago. And so he started to specialize in folks, especially with small businesses, with difficult loans. And boom, we got our loan just like that. So whether you have a small business or not, if you're just having difficulty getting a loan, get a hold of my friend Jared Douglas at CashCallMortgage.com. Give him a call, 866-708-5626, or go to my site, philsgang.com, CashCallMortgage.com. He's in 43 states, and I can attest to how good he is. Okay, so I want to talk about it. So listen to this cut. Remember now, here we are. We haven't had a GDP growth for 14 years, yet they lie every day and tell us this is the best economy ever. Now, when Obama was in office for 8 years, he was named, and rightfully so, the worst president ever, because he's the only president in history that couldn't reach 3%. So isn't it a contradiction for them to say he's the worst president ever, because he's the only president to do it at 3% GDP growth? But yet, today, because Trump is president, who I support, you got guys like Charles Payne coming out and saying,
this is the greatest economy ever.
And that's just a bull-faced lie. You can't say something like that when our 3%, when Obama is tagged, rightfully so, the worst president ever, because he's the only president that didn't grow the economy 3%. And the economy hasn't grown 3% for 14 years. So how can you stand here and say this is the best economy ever? Just a bunch of nonsense, okay? So, but what we do know is this, that he didn't, and when he says he has this recovery, his recovery work.
Everything we've done through the Recovery Act to arrest the downward spiral and put a floor under the fall. We put people to work repairing roads and bridges.
He never put people to work repairing roads and bridges. It failed. It failed. He didn't realize how long it took to get permits, remember?
Shovel ready was not as shovel ready as we expected.
He felt like a fool. So they never did bridges and roads. So what he did is he grew his welfare state. Instead of growing jobs through small businesses, helping businesses get rid of all the regulations, get them financing, because it's small businesses that grow the economy. The economy right now, they keep saying how the retail sales are strong. Well, we know the retail sales are not strong. There's only one strength in the retail sales. And where does it come from? It comes from auto sales. Autos lead the retail sales. When you hear them say this is historic retail sales, remember, it's historic auto sales. They're giving subprime auto loans like they give subprime home loans. So we're going to be heading for that same crash. Right now we have a historic $1.7 trillion in auto loans, and we have delinquencies, historic delinquencies over 90 days. He also said, think about the unemployment. 3.7% they tell us the unemployment rate. Record low. Well, wait a minute. It's not. It's not true. Because the only reason why the unemployment rate is 3.7% because of the 8 million discouraged workers that they don't count. And remember, even Trump said that when he was a candidate. He said that's phony. He said the unemployment rate is 18% if you back in the discouraged workers. So they lie when they say this is a record low unemployment. And unfortunately, Trump, who identified the unemployment rate was phony, is now using that same phony unemployment rate. And he says, well, now I'm president, it's true. They said they're not worried about inflation. What are you, nuts? Price increases or inflated prices. When you go to the movies, do you think their prices have inflated for popcorn and soda and a ticket? Of course. Well, prices inflate because a result of governments printing too much money. When you have all that money and you're printing that money because they don't want to borrow money from China, that then pushes up the prices on goods. Of course, inflation. There's a ton of inflation. Inflation is a big worry. So much so they lie about it. The stock market has rallied 35% each year for 10 years in a row. Yet the economy has grown less than 3% a year. This is nuts. And we haven't grown 3% for 14 years. So one reason they lie about inflation is so government doesn't have to pay those thousands of folks on Social Security a bump, a cost of living increase. Another reason they lie about inflation, because to admit to inflation, you have to admit, I better raise rates to fight it. Well, the last thing they're going to do is raise rates, because that means they can't keep giving CEOs money that's free. So they keep doing stock buybacks to keep pushing up the stock, the phony stock market. See, when you have too much money, the supply of that money lowers the value of your dollar in your wallet. So you need more pieces of those paper called dollars to purchase the same goods you just purchased last week. Oh, there's a big worry about it. And here's another big worry. When you have less money, you can't buy those durable goods. The big items like TVs and appliances. And durable goods are very, very important, because durable goods is one of the 4 red flags. See, if the economy is falling apart, the place to go to find out is not CNBC or Fox. You go to the 10-year yield, see if that's inverting. You go to durable goods orders. If you don't have good durable goods orders, that means that the economy is falling apart. People aren't making enough money to buy those big items, and our durable goods orders are sinking. So everything we are being told is a lie. So what do? Well, we have to make money. How do we do that? When I come back, I'm going to explain.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time, but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. See, nobody's telling you the truth. The jibber-jabbers on TV, they're not going to tell you the truth, because their job is to get you to go spend money. Because how does the economy grow? By you spending. But the problem is, you can buy all the jeans you want, you can buy all the sneakers you want, it's not going to grow the economy. It hasn't for 10 years, hasn't for 14 years, getting to 3%. Why? Because we need spending on equipment and machinery and big-ticket items. But we can't get people to go buy big-ticket items because they're tapped out. And the companies, they're not buying new equipment, new machinery to increase productivity, to give people wages. So instead of people going out and purchasing with increased wages and savings from those increased wages, they're going out and purchasing using credit card, or they're going out and purchasing with a big debt bubble available to them, like autos or student loans. Or go buy a pit bull and tie him to your, pickup truck on a Friday night. Wow! I mean, it's ridiculous. So what do you do with all this? Well, we follow the money. That's what we do. We don't listen to Payne. We don't listen to Larry Kudlow. We don't listen to people on Bloomberg. We don't listen to any of these people because their interest is not our interest. Their interest is one thing: get you to go spend. Just like what Baby Bush did, he screwed everybody. Remember, after 9/11, he says, go to your house, take all your money out of your house, take all the equity out of your house, go spend it. Because he was only looking out for himself, because he knew he had to get into a re-election. He needed the economy to grow. So he needed you to take $800 billion out of your house and go spend it. That was the biggest damage he's ever done. He should have been impeached for that. Taking people's and telling them, pull all your equity out of your home. My parents, my grandparents, your grandparents, you remember, their whole life was paying off that house. Their whole retirement was not Social Security. They never looked at Social Security or these stupid 401ks. They looked at what? Their home. They had to get it paid off. My mother, my mother, I don't think she had 3 new dresses. I don't remember any more than the same 3. My father, same thing. He was a mason. Bricklayer. He mostly was in his work clothes all the time. Because everything they did is to get that house paid. And I'll never forget the day they paid the house off. And in those days, we didn't have these wacko environmentalists. You had a barrel, big barrel, a 50-gallon barrel in the backyard, and you used to put your trash in it and burn it. You know, I remember my parents, they came home, and they had all the neighbors there. They had a party because they were burning their mortgage. Because that's the most important thing in their life, that was their security, no more. Baby Bush destroyed that, told everybody, go buy, go spend, he said, keep spending.
This work begins with keeping our economy growing, and I encourage you all to go shopping more.
So as a result of Obama not taking advantage of building small businesses, financing small businesses, because small businesses where all our job creation comes from. And then you had Baby Bush before that destroying the economy with housing. So he took over with housing. He created a fake wealth effect with housing, created the biggest fake credit bubble. Then Obama comes in and creates another fake bubble with QE, the stock market bubble, so that he could say to everybody, oh, look at this stock market. That's the economy. Look at that. That's the economy. And then when Trump took over, he changed everything he said he was going to do. He did the same thing. Oh, look at the stock market. Tells you how strong the economy is. Well, it's not. So what we're going to do is continue to follow our program. And what's our program? We have a color-coded chart that I designed. It's a software program that tells me and my members when we buy and when we sell short our portfolio stocks. We don't get involved with all this nonsense because it's nothing but lies. Everything they tell you is a lie. It's crazy. So, for example, we have now in gold, we started buying gold in May, and look at AU, 89% gain, GDX, 38% gain, Nugget, 139% gain. And you want to know what's funny? Yesterday, they just told people on CNBC for the first time to buy gold mining stocks. Listen.
Steve, more money is going to be flooding into gold and to alternatives. And if you like gold, then you should like the miners because they outperform.
Wait a minute. Miners. We bought the miners back in May. Here it is September. Another couple of days, and they tell them to buy it now? After it's miner, GDX, up 38%. AU, up 89%. Nugget, up 139%. And they're telling them buy it now to see how late they are. But we knew to buy because if you go look at your chart and go pick up AU, you'll see the minute it turned green, the last day of May, I think it was, when it turned green, we bought it. We had a buy signal. And we've been taking profits and getting back in and taking profits. So why don't you join my gang and just try it for 1 month? Don't worry about all this stuff they're talking about. You know, when I tell you it's the greatest economy ever, again, how can that be? Freight shipment volume is now fallen for an 8-month low. Manufacturing activity is the weakest in 3 years. Factory orders are the slowest growth since Trump's been elected. Construction spending is the lowest in 18 months. Global manufacturing, lowest in 7 years. Empire State Manufacturing, largest decline ever. Yields on the 10-year Treasury are inverting. They're inverting on the 2 years. Okay, the 3-month Treasury, you can get more interest on 3 months than you can on a 10-year, and you can get more interest on a 2-year than you can a 10-year. When you can get more interest short-term, it's telling you nobody's willing to invest out long period of time. And here's the real problem. The big CEOs, all the CEOs, they're not going to spend any money. They're not going to keep spending money. They haven't been. They're not going to go and buy new machinery because they know the economy's not going to grow, so why would they? So what they're going to do is do more stock buybacks. So that's going to give you even a better opportunity. But you got to know which stocks to be in. You think your portfolio manager and your 401k cares? If he ever talks to you, does he ever tell you? Does he have a video for you every night like we do to tell you exactly what to do with your stock? Of course not. You never hear from him, do you? So just try it for 30 days. It's only $39.95 for heaven's sakes. It just makes me crazy. Oil, by the way. Remember this. When everybody is running to, everybody's going to get scared now. They're all running to buy bonds. Remember, the yield goes down, and the dollar always follows the yield. So if the yield's down, the dollar's down. Stay away from the Coke and the Pepsis and Kellogg's and all these defensive stocks. Go to utilities if that's what you want to play. Utilities. Because the problem with Coke and Pepsi and those defensive stocks, when the dollar starts going down because everybody keeps going for safety to the bond market, when yields drop, the dollar drop, that kills Coke and Pepsi and Kellogg's, those kind of stocks. But it doesn't hurt your utilities. In fact, when the dollar goes down, we keep buying more gold. We keep buying more gold. That's why we have these big returns. So why don't you join right now, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, that's all. If you don't like it, that's the end of it. Okay. So the other thing that we know, the big thing that we know right now is this. When they tell us we have the strongest retail sales, that's a lie. Because it's the retail sales, the majority is all autos. And we know that autos right now, it's all subprime. We know a historic $1.7 trillion in delinquency, auto loans, and we have historic delinquency on that. So that when you hear retail sales strong, it's a bold-faced lie, okay? Wages. The two big industries where you get your biggest pay is from manufacturing and construction. They're getting slaughtered. They're getting slaughtered. And the real debt that we should be concerned about, but they don't want to tell you about, is the non-financial corporations. The corporate debt, $6 trillion. That's like your companies like Exxon and Mobil and GM and Ford. And then we have another $9 trillion in what we call non-financial debt. Okay? Financial debt. So you have your non-financial, those are your corporations like GM, Ford, and Exxon, and then you have that's $6 trillion, then you got another $9 trillion in your financials. That means like your banks, insurance companies, credit unions. That's tremendous debt. That's going to kill our economy.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time, but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Does your money manager send you an alert when the stock position that you're in goes up or it goes down? Does your brokerage send you an alert to get out of a stock position so you don't lose money? Of course they don't. Here at philsgang.com, we keep all of our members engaged with the stock positions that we recommend. Nobody does that for their clients. Nobody. Go to philsgang.com and become a member to get up-to-the-minute alerts. That's philsgang.com. Stop losing money and start making money with Phil's Gang.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time, but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Don't you know what you're doing?
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, at 2 o'clock every afternoon, or when you get home at night, you just go to the site and you pull where it says Working Investor, and there's a video. And what you'll see, or what you'll hear, is what I'm going to click right now on. You're going to hear this. And when he's telling you what to do with the stock, you're following the color-coded chart, my MV2 color-coded chart. It tells you money going in, money going out.
AU, Anglo Gold, is going up today. You can add to your position today. GDX, this one you can also add to your long position.
Okay, so while he's talking to you, he's showing you the color-coded chart that's green. Or if we're selling it short, it's red. That means they're pulling their money out. And you should be able to have that choice. You don't have that choice with a 401k. You're never allowed to sell a stock short when the market's going down. Do you think there's not going to be another market crash? Do you think something's different this time? Matter of fact, things are worse now than in 2008, especially the auto loans, the subprime auto loans. I mean, it's crazy. So all I ask is, why don't you just give us a chance? That way you'll be giving yourself a chance, but more important, you're going to give the kids at St. Jude a chance. Because all we ask our students to do, and they send the money directly to St. Jude, so we don't even know how much you're giving, so you don't have to be embarrassed. Someone gives $1, someone gives $100. We don't know. Okay? Because we never see the amount they're giving. But understand this. When they say, again, this is the strongest economy ever, I want you to remember what I told you, and I'll say it again. If you haven't hit an annualized GDP in 14 years, doesn't it have to be a lie? Also, it doesn't have to be a lie when we haven't had a GDP growth of 3% in 14 years. Because where's the economy? Where's that growth come from? It comes from business spending. And when there hasn't been any business spending in the last 10 years at least, okay, because CEOs are putting the money in their pocket rather than new machinery so they can give you a raise, so they can do more stock buybacks. So that's why our economy's not growing. Anytime you see your economy not growing 3% or more, there's only one place you can point to why. Lack of business spending, because they're a bunch of bums. They keep on taking care of themselves. Now let's talk about debt. If you take debt, there's two kinds of debt out there that nobody wants to talk about that's going to take this economy down. You got $6 trillion in corporate debt. It's called non-financial corporate debt. That means companies like Ford and GM and Exxon, all these companies, large companies that are not financial. They have $6 trillion historic debt. Then you got the financial corporations, another $9 trillion in corporate debt with the large corporations like insurance companies, credit unions, brokerage firms, those kind. So you got what, 15 trillion just in corporate debt combined, and then you got 13 trillion in household debt, which you got 4 trillion with your credit cards and your student loans and your auto loans, and those are all historic highs and historic delinquencies. So you got that kind of debt. I mean, think about this. This is amazing what we got for debt out there.
Consumer debt, is that a concern to you?
No, actually, consumers are somewhat indebted, but they're not historically so. Then, so I'm not as concerned about the level of consumer debt.
Somewhat indebted? Somewhat indebted. Are you out of your... What are you, nuts? Boy, these people lie. Somewhat indebted? They're debt slaves. Credit card, new record high. They owe $1 trillion. $1 trillion. And it increases every quarter by $5 billion. The delinquency rates are up. People that are behind 90 days, historic number of those. Student debt, $1.7 trillion, increases $30 billion a quarter, historic delinquencies on those. Auto debt, $1.2 trillion, increase $8 billion a quarter, historic delinquencies. Student loans are a killer. Student loan debt spread out among about 45 million borrowers. That's about $521 billion more than the total U.S. credit card debt, for God's sakes. 50% of Americans, 50% are making less than $30,000 a year. You know all these great jobs we hear every month? The majority of those jobs are still crappy jobs. Bartenders, waitresses, service jobs. I mean, we're lied to every day for one reason. They want you to go spend so that they get advertisers to keep these shows on the air so that Varney and the rest of these people, they can get big, they're $20 million a year, $15 million a year, and be paid well. Sure, the economy's great for them. 40% of American families can't raise $500.
And you have to admit, things are going well. There's euphoria in the air.
Things are going well. So then how come we got this? Insiders are selling stock just like they did in 2007. 600 million shares per day just in this month. U.S. home price growth slumps to the weakest in 7 years. So is that means things are good? U.S. yields, our inversions deepen. Now we have the 2-year higher than the 10-year. We already had the 3-month higher than a 10-year. Now we got the 2-year higher than a 10-year Treasury yields. And when you have an inversion where you got the shorter end higher than longer end, that means there's no confidence. That means CEOs are not going to give you a raise. You are not going to get overtime. So at least I'm going to have my members all set to sell short at the same comfort as when they buy a stock. I mean, look, we're long, Lowe's, and we're up 6%. We're long Lanier, about 6%. We're long. And we always have a nice selection of long and shorts. While we're long those, Okay, we're short Intel. We're up 6.5%. We're short Schlumberger. We're up 21%. We're short AAL, 16%. I mean, are you kidding? And we're all along the golds, which I got everybody in May. Nobody was talking about those. So again, when you hear this nonsense that we have this greatest economy ever, we don't. We don't have our GDP growth. We haven't had it in 14 years, not even 3%. They tell us our economy's strong when we have a debt. It's killing us, both non-financial corporations and the financials. They're killing us. Wages are killing us. We're not getting wage increases like we should be because they're going to outsource your job. Retail sales aren't strong. They lied to us about that. The only strong part in retail sales that make them look so strong is autos. Because it's part of retail. Massive credit bubble. Remember, it's the autos, the subprime autos. If you have a credit score of 600 or less, you can buy a car if you got a credit score of 200. If you don't even need a down payment, you can bring in a goat and they'll give you a car. Unemployment rate, 3.7%. That's a total lie. It's only 3.7% because they hide the discouraged workers. If you back into discouraged workers, you're at least 8 to 10%. Trump said, as a candidate, 18%. Inflation, they said, oh, don't worry about inflation. Really? Don't worry about inflation? Then why do they lie about it? If they're not worried about it, why do they lie about it? Because they don't want to give you folks who are on Social Security a bump. That's why. They don't want to give you a bump. You should get a bump, but they're not going to give it to you. Inflation is very much of a worry. The stock market has rallied 35% a year, and there's no inflation. What do you call that? 35% a year. But the economy's not growing. The economy's growing 2%, while your market's growing 35%. So why don't you be in the market with us so you can capture that 35% a year? And then when the market crashes, just like with gold, we bought gold in May. They're just telling you to buy gold, and we're going into September. But we bought gold in May because the middle class, remember, is what drives small businesses. See, when the middle class when we had a strong economy and we had a union and the middle class were making the biggest money, right? In these factories and everything, they would take that money and start a business because they had the most disposable income after they paid all their bills. No more. The middle class is shrinking. That started with Obama. Because he wanted to expand welfare. Now he expanded welfare so well, he just bought a $15 million house for him. What a hypocrite.
Thanks, Obama.
Distribution of wealth down at Martha's Vineyard. We should all go down there and tell them, look, why don't you sell your house? Spread it to us. It's unbelievable. Outsourcing is killing us. It's all phony. Just pay attention to us and stocks and you'll be fine. 877-600-GANG. Join now. It's only $39.95. See you in the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make